Hey, welcome everybody. Another episode of Mod Bless America. Couldn't be happier than to have, of course, the perennial great friend, Dave Schlegel, and more importantly, a truly good friend, Nate Hill. Nate, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
And what do you have in the cocktail glass?
Some scotch. I forget what it's called.
Oh, I love it. It's called Boona Haven. Tell your
Mod
wife
Bless
you can be
America.
having the Boona.
Yeah, it's good.
I have the Havas, very good.
If you got the Havas, you can have the Boonas. So with that, Nate, welcome.
Thank
Can't
you.
tell you how glad we are to have you here. Now, Nate's been trying to avoid us. I don't understand why. It's been upsetting, but we're over that. Nate, what do you do?
I work for the Lincoln Police Department. I'm an investigator for the police department, and then I have a side gig, which you know.
We're going to get to that.
We'll get to
What do
that.
you do? What do you do for Lincoln Police Department? What do you investigate?
I'm the lone threat assessment investigator for the Lincoln Police Department.
Ooh,
Lone threat.
The
loan.
Did you have professional relationships with them in your capacity?
I did not. As a banker,
Yes.
I did not. So you evaluate loans for someone committing bank fraud? By loan, you mean the only
yeah,
threat,
not loan as in loaning you.
Okay.
Change.
So
I'm the
LON.
only single threat assessment
Talking to the
investigator.
microphone. Look at the camera.
Sorry, folks. Yeah. So I'm the threat
Are
assessment.
you nervous
investigator.
about being here?
Not at all.
Why are you sweating?
That's
Do we have some powder for him?
yeah.
Matt likes to give people a hard time.
Everybody has to keep their powder dry on Mod Bless America.
Exactly. So you had asked, why do we do Mod Bless America? And it's a question that, frankly, I get asked. So do you, Slags, primarily exclusively from our wives. And the simple truth, Nate, it's just fun. We get a chance to hang out with our good friends. And ultimately, we talk about the issues.
Yeah.
We have no idea what the issues are, but it's whatever comes to our mind. So anything you want to talk about, we can. That being the case, let's go back. You are the lone threat assessment investigator for LPD. What does that mean for the ginger over here?
What's that mean?
Are you sure you haven't arrested him?
I don't think I have.
I'll give it time.
He looks familiar, but
My record's clean, I promise.
Threat assessment. Tell
Threat
us
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
well, it means basically I deal with concerning individuals who either pose a threat or have made threats, or concerning communications towards the school, dignitaries, police officers, spouses, anybody. And that could be verbal threats, that could be mail threats, that could be threats on Facebook. My position was created in 2018.
Oh boy.
After, so we never had that before. So it was just, it was created in 2018 after the Parkland school shooting.
School shooting. Okay.
Yeah. And so our leaders, Chief Bleimmeister at the time, and then our mayor, and then school officials at Lincoln Public Schools decided that they wanted to create a team.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm part of a team with Lincoln Public Schools. I work a fourth or a half of the time with the school system, and we have a team, and we investigate every single threat that comes in to the schools from students, domestic violence, disgruntled ex-employees, and there's a lot of them. I mean, there's a lot of threats that are generated just through public schools. But on top of that, I also investigate all the other threats that come into the station, threats to, I don't know if you remember COVID.
Sure.
People were upset with the government,
Right.
upset with the mayor.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Facebook posts and phone calls and things of that
So
nature.
do you have somebody at LPD? So social platform obviously is huge. It's multifaceted. Do you have somebody at LPD to monitor that?
We do, kind of. And it's monitored we have a crime analysis unit, and they do a great job, but there's 4 people in this unit, and they're so overwhelmed with, other things that they do. But they do, if I have a person of concern, and I need help monitoring that person, they do go to their social media websites.
But there's no blanket monitoring device that has trigger words or anything that sets off anybody in
An alarm
LPD to recognize
Like, hey, we
that
better-
somebody has a threat.
No.
Okay.
Although the FBI does do a really good job, and a lot of these social media platforms self-report. So if there's a threat, for instance, I had Sony PlayStation. Remember Sony PlayStation?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
So you can play online. And Sony PlayStation reported that a kid in Lincoln, Nebraska was making threats because these kids can talk to each other.
Right.
They put their headsets on, they're playing a game, they're talking. Well, one of the kids was making a threat about shooting up his school.
Well,
So Sony PlayStation reached out to the FBI. The FBI found out this kid's, so they can look up their IP address and figure out
Did they
where
go
it
to the
came
kid's
from.
house?
And so they forwarded
they
to
forwarded
me.
it to you. You
because
had to
I'm
go to that
local.
young man's house. And
So I go to the house and and when we get there, we do interviews. Most of the parents, I mean, nobody ever wants to have, the media come to their house or have a bad news that something happened at school and their kid was responsible for it.
yeah.
So I would say 99% of the parents are really supportive and understanding when their kid does something, says something, makes a threat. They let me usually come into the house. They let me search the room. They give me access to computers, phones, which we then have a unit that downloads all the information from their phones. So we can look at what they're accessing online. We can look at their pictures and videos to see if they've taken any steps towards the pathway to violence. So if they're acquiring weapons, if it looks like they're making any plans, I will tell you, 98% of these kids are just, 98% of my threats are, not legit threats, right?
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you never know. So we go through all of them.
Do you consider Lincoln town, okay, that what you do in LPD, and then do you consider Lincoln a safe town?
I do. Yeah. It's a safe town. It's much different than, I've been on the police department for 26 years.
Right.
Wow.
Much different.
What's changed?
I'd say one
26
thing.
years ago was 19,
What's changed for the good? What's changed for the
1999.
bad? 1999.
Well, you would be surprised nowadays how many high school kids have access to firearms, and you've seen it in the papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen
Yeah, we've
these
all read
kids.
it. We've all seen it on TV. It's horrific.
It is, and they're violent. I mean, we had kids arrested for homicides and shootings and serious assaults. And back in the day when I started, they fought each other. There was fights. There was fist fights.
We all had fights on the playground.
Irving
Yeah.
Junior High.
Pound Middle School.
Yeah,
Pound Junior High.
it
was no fun.
handled it on the playground.
That's what you did.
That's what you did.
That's what you
Once
did.
in a while you won, once in a while you lost.
I know, and if you lost, it taught.
Yeah,
taught you a
and the
lesson.
whole school knew, and then either get tougher or don't get in fights.
That's
Right?
exactly
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. What they have now though is like back in 2005 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If there was a shooting, it was a gang related,
Right.
or it was at a bar or something like that. Now, you can't believe how many 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds have possession of firearms.
So
Wow.
is that because of the proliferation of I think
Weapons?
during certain administrations on a federal level, gun owners, I being one of them, I have more guns than I used to.
Mhm.
Would you think that people have more guns, and unfortunately, the access is available to their young teenage, predominantly boys, I assume?
Yeah, I think there's more. I don't know that more people have guns, like more legal
weapons.
gun owners.
There's X number of houses in Lincoln, and you used to have X number of guns in Lancaster County or City of Lincoln. Now you have X number of guns.
Yeah. X plus.
Yeah, plus,
Number of
right.
guns.
Yeah. I don't know if there's more. It could be. I think part of it is people are not responsible with their guns. A lot of people.
The storage of.
Right, the storage
Yeah,
of their
yeah,
guns.
yeah.
So we offer, I offer gun locks too. Like when I work these cases and I'm concerned about a kid or somebody and their parents have guns, one of the kids' parents I talked to said, "Yeah, we have guns, but they're locked up." Well, can I come over and take a look? I just want to see what you have.
Yeah.
And this kid made threats to shoot up the school,
Wow.
And I went over there and they were just literally, the guns were just leaned up in a closet, not even a locked closet, just in the
So
closet.
that's what the father or the
Or the
adult in
mother.
charge said was locked.
that was
to
secure
him.
to him. So we provide gun locks. We give cable locks. We've got handgun locks that I give. I've given out a ton of them. Another thing, I think that a lot of people keep a gun in their car, right? Well, 20 years ago, kids were breaking into cars and stealing what? CDs
So,
and stereos.
and
And
stereos,
nobody
yeah.
steals that anymore. So they're looking underneath the seats now, and they're looking through the car, and people just aren't securing these things. And that's how they get on the street. Or they
Wow.
steal their grandpa's gun. Or there's a lot of it. And to me, that's what really surprises me about is just the access that these kids have.
So do you normally see it in kids? Because you've been talking about like more kids. Do you ever see it in older individuals, or more kids than not?
Are you talking the threat assessments?
Yeah, the threats.
A ton of threats. Last year we had probably over 2,000, I would say, mental health related calls for service on the police department. And I think
Wow.
that's a lot of that is underestimated because that's only the ones that we do reports on. And a lot of them are adults. And that is, for me, the hardest part is the adult threats because the kids are at school. So we have a lot of eyes on the kids and we have help from the parents. And I have a team at the school. I've got 2 social workers, director of security, Joe Wright. I've got a threat assessment, another investigator who works for the schools. And then we have a therapist. So we have a team of 5 or 6 people. And then we have one that does like building security, locks, and
Okay.
brick and mortar type security. But we're very busy, probably 100 to 150 cases per year, school year that we work. And those cases are easier for me because I have help. It's the ones at the police department, the adults, that are a lot trickier. Take a lot more time.
Is there a correlation in your mind between violence, gun violence, and, for example, the regional center? Back when I was in law school, advanced trial advocacy, we represented the folks that were, in the regional center because they were either a threat to themselves or to others. And normally there were some pretty valid reasons to have them. The term is called involuntary commitment. And there were good reasons to have them involuntarily committed. Do you see a correlation with the timing of release relative to incidents of threatened gun violence? And let's back up. A gun, far and away, is going to be one of the most lethal instrumentalities someone can access behind a car, behind a knife. And it's different. Like you said, Slugs, growing up, never dawned on me to think about shooting in a school.
No.
It was always on the playground. Normally you're just getting shoved around. Once in a while it's fisticuffs.
Right.
Generally tried to avoid that for obvious reasons, but ultimately is it access to weapons that you would say is one of the primary drivers for keeping you busy, or is it more mental health disorders, or is it a combination of the two?
I think so I've been to, in the 8 years that I've been doing this position, I go to a conference, 3 different conferences every year. One's in Anaheim. It's a threat assessment management conference, and our Association of Threat Assessment Professionals conference. And the big thing is we don't want to stigmatize people who have mental health concerns because it's not accurate to say that all school shooters or all people who commit acts of violence have mental health issues.
That's fair. No, wait a minute. I got to argue.
Well,
if you're going to go in and shoot up at a school, you've got a mental health issue.
And I've always, in my thought, when I hear
Humbly.
this, and this is what they say, this is what they preach, and I get it, but I also think part of that is undiagnosed, right? Like they have it, but maybe they've never been diagnosed.
So the clinical term of mental illness is being diagnosed from the standpoint, not just it's the first incident and unfortunately something tragic happens and then they discover they're mentally ill.
Well, and it's hard to discover it. You can't diagnose it if they kill
if they don't
themselves.
manage it.
Yeah. So just because we would assume you would, I feel the same way too. Like something has to be off if you're going to go do something.
If you're going to go do
like
something of that horrific magnitude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, growing up, we had access to guns. We had guns in my house. I grew up with a BB gun. Cacked all sorts of birds and critters out at Pine Lake growing up. It was terrific. Never would have occurred to me to go to a school, to go anywhere and shoot anybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So let me switch gears. This is getting to be interesting. So during COVID, Lincoln saw profound riots going on.
On May 30th, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had marches. We had
Yeah.
the
Well,
whole
the riots
George-
were on
we had-
May 30th, then you had
we had
marches
the George Floyd deal. We had all sorts of things going on in this country on top of COVID, or maybe COVID was on top of all this
Right.
underlying social unrest. But let's switch gears then from schools and being shot. What were you doing when all of those things were going on? For example, downtown, we had incredible acts of vandalism, and we had, to a degree, everybody was scared to death they were going to get COVID. So you didn't see, for example, enforcement of speeding laws. A policeman, a sheriff, a deputy, whomever, didn't really want to pull over Sam, the speeding ginger, and say, hey, you're going too fast, and risk getting COVID from it.
Right.
Do you think that exacerbated the problem? Why didn't Lincoln basically was that local Lincoln residents being that upset, like, hey, I'm going to go spray paint all these buildings downtown? Or was that, we read about it, they're paid protesters?
I think that's,
We had stuff going on here in town up on North 48th where they were throwing bottles of gasoline.
I was out there. I was on Field Force, which is like our riot unit.
Yeah.
And so for 3 nights, I was out in the middle of all of this.
So what was the...
Wait. So what were they doing? What were the quote protesters doing while you were out there?
Vandalizing. I mean,
So
lighting fires.
So why...
throwing stuff.
The question is, what in what circumstances was that allowed to continue?
I think the circumstances we were outmanned. You know what I mean? There's a difference.
You assessed the situation, you weren't going to win.
Right.
You said the threat's real and my ass is going to get kicked.
And I just want to get home at the end of the night.
Yeah.
We're just there to make sure nobody gets seriously
Okay.
injured. But we were also,
But you and your teammates could have been among those being seriously injured. If they're throwing pop bottles,
they shot
gas-
us.
gas, they shot you?
They shot at us. So we were the first night we were on the steps of the city council.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember.
Yes,
Yeah, it was terrible.
And there was a shot above our heads through a window. One of our investigators was up there, and she was kind of our photographer because she was on line duty. She was pregnant at the time, and a bullet impacted just below the windowsill.
Wow.
Well, I remember that.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah. Well, our good friend and business owner at 10th and J, Mark Whitehead, who owns the U-Stop across there, he was there that evening to protect his property.
Mm-hmm.
And he had multiple conversations with people who wanted to escalate and loot. You know, he was there to protect his property,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And as the owner, that's perfectly within his right. Now, obviously, he wasn't armed. I don't believe so.
Yeah.
But he de-escalated a couple different people, and he actually had some people help him de-escalate some people who wanted to really go in, break his windows, go in and take stuff.
Yeah.
And he had some
Wow.
help from the group, the protesters. But yeah, he was right down there in the middle of it. He was across the
Wow.
street from you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it was
crazy.
I'm not.
Little old Lincoln, Nebraska, and yet you tell me it's a safe community.
Well-
Unless tensions get up there.
At that time, it wasn't
At the
safe.
time, it wasn't safe, and there was a lot of communities that weren't safe at that time. I mean, it
Well,
was just
it's not a
civil
criticism.
unrest
Don't take it that way. It's
No,
more
I'm not.
just
No.
enlightenment.
Yeah.
You don't. Growing up in Lincoln, you don't expect that behavior from Nebraskans,
No.
from Lancaster Countyans, or Lincoln
I
residents.
recall that evening watching that, and
Talk into the
as-
mic, Sliggs.
as a
Thank God.
lifelong resident of Lincoln, it was hard for me to believe what I was seeing
I
in
agree.
the town I grew up in.
Yeah.
By I assume the citizens of our community to act out. It was just like watching something on the national news.
I
It
would
was
say it was like
surreal.
watching.
It was
It was
surreal.
like watching
And
the
I-
Twilight Zone.
it was a really big light bulb for me personally.
Yeah.
Yes,
I never went to war. I'm not a veteran.
makes two of us.
You know,
Makes three of us.
Makes
and I
four.
don't want to say that it was like war, but I remember that night.
Sliggle, it's
I just had
it's not going to drink
drink.
itself. Sorry, we're having a serious
Nate
conversation.
drink.
Well, Nate, yeah, hit it.
Matt is
Cheers.
known for making
Cheers.
people drink their
Cheers,
drinks.
boys.
Cheers.
Good to be together.
Cheers.
Sliggs.
Fascinating.
Keep
All
going
right,
though.
Keep
So
going, Nate.
Well, my point was like it was a war zone. down there. I
Yeah.
mean, with fireworks and people screaming and just literally in your face calling you every single name, and you had to just be there and take it. And you can't get worked up. You can't do anything back. You protect yourself, but
You can't just take the billy club and clock them on the head. They don't like that.
Did you have the battle shields? The shields? You know,
We did, yeah. We had officers that were hurt that night. It was all night long. I mean, I think I got home at maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. No, I think it was sunlight when I got home the next morning.
So do you think those were people from Lincoln? Do you think they were imported agitators, for lack of a better term?
I mean, I know a lot of them were from Lincoln. We did make arrests.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some people we arrested. But I remember I got home that morning and my neighbor was taking out the trash. They're like, "Hey, Nate." I'm like, "Hey, Kim." And he had no idea kind of what happened the night before. You know what I mean? The news.
Well, yeah, I
everything
didn't
shows
know
it, but
that.
just
It wasn't
being
until
in
the next
middle of
day.
it.
No, I watched it live that night.
Yeah.
I was watching it on
did you really?
television.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That's the night it crystallized in my brain. I'll never forget it. My wife and I were watching. I go, I can't understand. I can't conceptualize what's happening in our town.
I was
really-
watching the
really-
news all night that night.
What's that?
I was just watching the news
I
like
did
the
too.
whole night.
And I was almost shaking.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being there.
It was rough. It was the worst night of 2 or 3 nights of law enforcement in my career.
Jeez.
I mean, it was, I mean, I was nervous, you know, we were all kind of
I
nervous.
know,
So was
because
that
we're
time
so
in
outnumbered.
Lincoln,
Like-
Nebraska, that summer of 20, was that just a space and time? The
Yeah,
circumstances of politics and race
Social
and
unrest.
social unrest, was it the perfect
It
storm?
was. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you had the George Floyd and then
Yeah.
you had COVID and
Yeah.
then you had the political stuff on
Right.
top of it.
Yeah.
And
It's the perfect storm. So we hope
That we're past that.
that never happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I can tell you that I will not be, I'll be retired.
You will not be part of
I
that.
will not be part of that.
So-
I did retire from the field force unit soon after that.
I don't
I
blame
was
you.
50 years old. It was, or 40, upper 40s.
Yeah.
It was time.
Time
I've
to
been
be
on it
done
for
being
22
frisky.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of being frisky,
Well,
hey,
thank
hang
you.
on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
your service.
Thank
for
you
your
very
service.
much.
So let's switch gears.
Okay.
You retired from the ground force.
Field force.
Field force,
Yeah.
excuse me. But you've got a new business going.
I do. Yeah. I'm still police
I have no doubt. This is a business that maybe will be a post-retirement career for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it involves putting epoxy on garage floors.
Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Well,
Huh.
you're doing great. You
Yeah.
did it at my house. It was absolutely and remains spectacular. I'm glad we did it.
Thank you.
I was skeptical initially. Love it. Should
Why?
have done it
Because of
years
Nate or because of the process?
ago. No. That's the only reason I did it was because of Nate.
What were you skeptical of?
I just thought it was
Probably me.
no. It was like, oh my God, why am I going to paint my friggin' floor, my garage?
I've had an epoxy floor in my garage for 20 years.
Did you have Nate do it?
No, I didn't know
Traitor.
Nate did it.
Trade
Nate wasn't doing it.
Well, how about
Redo it.
this? Let's redo it. Nate will come in. We'll scrape that off. We'll redo it.
I
You
had,
need to spend a
I
little
had
money.
a
Slugs.
buddy who got in that business 20 years ago. He did it and he did a wonderful job. And his only hiccup was he didn't put enough particulates in it, and it was slicker to shit.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
So we
fell
need to
down.
redo it.
I had to redo it. I redid it about 3 or 4 years ago with a commercial company. I forget the guy's name is Dave who did it. Granite Floors or something. I don't know what the name of the company was. They did a wonderful job. They had to take all that old epoxy off
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
put
boy.
and the new floor is wonderful. It's great.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Is it so? It has more grit to it.
Yeah,
or it
yeah,
has
absolutely.
more-
So I
yeah,
don't
good.
fall. So
Good.
my wife and I both fell down, and I
Oh,
said,
that's
"Well,"
not good.
she goes, "We're not gonna end up break an elbow, break a
Right.
hip, break a shoulder,
Yeah.
because you
You're-
get slick and you just ass over elbows."
How's yours? Is it?
Well, that's terrific.
I mean, is it slick when it's wet?
No, there's a couple of places where some stuff got hauled out that leaked. It's a little, greasy, and I've got to clean that off. But no, I mean that's on me.
So why did you decide to start that business?
Exactly.
So the police department at 25 years of service and 50 years of age, you can retire.
Okay.
And-
And you elected not to.
And I elected not to.
Okay.
I'm still going. But I know retirement is in the future. And I wanted to find something. And when I say retire, I'm 51 years old. Although I can retire from the police department, it doesn't mean I can't work or don't want to work. I want to stay active, and my wife spends way too much money that I can't just live on a pension. So,
Welcome to the club,
right?
So that's a-
Love you. Be careful there, man.
I know. Easy, Slaves.
Yes.
Easy,
Quiet.
easy.
Quiet over there.
Quiet down, Ginger.
I didn't.
You're
I
gonna
didn't say
get married,
anything.
you're going to know what we're talking about.
I'm sure.
So I was kind of researching things to do. I kind of want to be self-employed. I don't want to go somewhere and have like 2 days of vacation a year. I want to travel if we want to travel. And so came home one day, my neighbor, and I'd been pondering this for doing
This
some
specific-
research. No,
this for-
other things.
Oh,
There
other
were some
things,
other things
okay.
that I was thinking about. And so
Car.
I was looking at
Okay, it's time to drink.
Yeah.
Team drink, team
Team
drink,
drink.
team drink.
team break.
Drink break.
Anyway, my neighbor had his done. Came home one day and had his floor coated, flaked, epoxy and flake floor, and went over and saw it. And I was like, I'd heard about it. I just never, I didn't have my garage floor flaked, and I knew some people that did. Friends of mine had it, and his looked really, really good. And so I did some research, and I went to a 3-day training course in Lima, Ohio.
Who was that put on by?
It's named after a bean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe it's Lima. I think it's Lima. But
Maybe the bean is Lima.
it could be. Maybe we're saying it wrong. So yeah, I went down there.
Who put the training on? When you say training, is that
It's a company. It's a company that so they put the training on in Smart. They're an epoxy supply
Right,
company.
right.
Okay.
So they sell the product.
Sure.
So I went down there, I did the training, and then guess what? I bought all my equipment from them.
Do you buy your material from them yet?
I did, but I have a new supplier, and they're awesome, Superior Epoxy up in Omaha.
Okay.
Cody Wabata up there is just the best, and their product
Little plug
is
for
great.
Cody and-
Absolutely.
Yay, Cody.
Big plug.
Yeah.
Tag Cody.
Tag Cody. So I get it out of Omaha now,
Okay.
which is great because they have their facilities in Omaha, but they have like a drop-off storefront in Lincoln. So
Okay.
I can order my material today, and it'll be here tomorrow.
So
Instead
you
of-
got
So
trained.
pure just in time inventory. You
Yeah.
don't carry inventory. You order once you've got an engagement. Pick it up, go and
Yeah,
work
How
the
do
magic.
you?
yeah. So I don't have to have all the inventory.
I love it.
What's your
used to.
customer acquisition look like? Word of mouth.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
word of mouth.
So Matt got
friend-
his done. Matt was, and you're doing.
Well, we have a mutual friend, a
Right.
former guest on the show.
Right.
And
The
he's getting his
notorious
done right
hoarder.
now. How is that?
No,
job
it got done, right?
It's I could show you pictures because it looks fantastic. It's
Is he
wonderful.
pleased?
Maybe we could put that on
Is he
the.
pleased?
We'll get the picture. We'll post it when we're done.
Yeah.
talking, but,
Yeah.
So
Can we make fun of him for just a
no,
minute?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry.
Me or him?
No,
Well, him, not
no,
you.
Not you. You're
The mutual friend.
Remember?
Yeah.
No, you were all
No.
nervous. I mean, we
No.
can't make fun of you in your face. We'll do it
So
behind
it's
your
word of
back.
mouth
I appreciate
because that's how a lot of businesses, right? My buddy gets it done. I look at it, I go, "This is
Dan, that's
fantastic.
great.
Give me Nate's name."
That's
Right,
how it's.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Matt's referred me to a friend.
But who referred you?
Well, Nate's my buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard he was
Jason
doing-
did not.
Jason was reticent
So
because it involved him having to clean out the garage,
I was
not
gonna
merely a garage.
so Jason couldn't suggest it because he hadn't had it done.
Right.
Well, he
Right.
suggested, he couldn't recommend, and it was kind of code for you try it. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Welcome to being a guinea pig.
Yeah.
But honestly, it looks great.
No,
it was fabulous.
Matt wasn't the first one.
No.
Second,
How many?
Wasn't that
Have
the
you,
second?
Third.
third.
how many
third.
have you done, Nate?
Probably 20, 25 now.
Oh, okay.
Holy buckets.
Wow.
Wow.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So it's taken off. Because you just started it this summer.
I started it. The training was last November.
Okay.
I came back. My first one I did was my garage in December of last year, and then I did a couple friends, and then yours was.
It was early on in your journey.
Yeah, so it's been. I mean, I working full time and then doing this on the side. It's been a lot.
So you do it on the weekends and evenings?
I'll do it on the weekends, evenings. I'll I'll come into work early and maybe leave a little bit early and go. Go take.
So a garage, a ton of it's prep.
Yeah,
right.
Most of it's prep.
Most of it is prep, especially your buddy's garage that we just did. There was a ton of prep.
With
our buddy.
Our buddy. Yeah. He had cracks to fill. He had oil to get up off the ground. He had all that.
So he wanted,
unlike Matt, it totally flat.
He wanted it flat. So he wanted all the trowels, all this.
So like all this joint, he wanted that filled.
Yeah.
Nate advised me leave the joint in there.
They left the joint in mine,
right?
And it has water run down it, right?
Yeah,
for the most part, because they run out.
And it's an expansion joint.
It is an expansion joint. I mean, right? I get it. I don't want my
but it looks
cracks.
Some people want that smooth floor so that dirt doesn't get in the cracks, and that's what our friend wanted, and it turned out great.
Hey, I got another vertical job for you, specifically.
Vertical.
It would be a companion company. Did your garage have a drain?
No.
Okay. Would you want a drain?
Why would I want a drain?
Because to
snow.
Yeah, but all
snow and slush and all that. Wouldn't be the worst thing.
My thought is I would love to have a drain in my garage. So you cut the grate out, make a French drain, if you will, where it's just sand and it goes down to nothing because it's not a lot of water and stuff. So what if you could, cut it out, box that out, cut that out, dig that down, and then create a French drain, put the grate in, and it would be an additional opportunity to create revenue for you.
I'm all about creating some more revenue. I think that's
because I think drains are great in garages.
The garage I just did has two big drains. Yeah, and I agree. I was like, I wish my garage had that.
We got the idea from that.
Why don't we explore how to do that?
Let's do it.
All right.
We found
a new
revenue source. Our buddy that has the drains already.
Does he have the drains?
Yes. Yeah. You know where he learned about them? Back in college in a hotel. Anyway, think about what I'm saying. Oh, come on. But do you need a nipple for that? You you can nurse it some more.
So again, not that I'm trying to bust into your business, but I think if you offered that service, if you can figure out how to do it, and again, a French drain, sand and gravel and down and
so it just goes into it doesn't drain out through a pipe.
No, if you research a French drain, if it will, it just goes back into the ground. But you have to put layers of gravel and rock and what have you, so that it dissipates in the ground. So most drains,
to your point, you're not draining that thing out. It's just going down. So you can't have anything below your garage. It's got to be garage on grade.
Garage on grade.
Right.
Is yours on grade or are you over
on grade?
Yeah. So garage on grade. You go down probably 18 inches or so and create what, if you research French drain, it just basically filters into the ground because you're not putting a ton of water.
Well, and you can
put a box in, you put a box to collect it and then put the gravel down below.
Yeah. But you still have.
There you go. There's an idea.
You still have. I love it. So Nate, switch gears. Love the new business. Yeah. What's been the craziest? I'm sorry. Let's back up. Surface Shield. Ginger, we have to hashtag Surface Shield.
Surface Shield.
It is a startup Lincoln business. Beyond a startup, 25 projects. That's
is that your name of your company?
That's your title?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Surface Shield.
Then you expand into garage cabinets and like Hello Garage. Have you ever heard of that company?
Oh yeah.
So people who will take the time and money to, it's my opinion, to put that epoxy down, probably are kind of anal about their garage, right? Would that be fair?
Well, yeah, kind of like Matt. When it seems like everybody that does the floor, then they're like, "Well, I need to paint this.
I need to paint.
I need to put that.
I need
that baseboard
down.
I got to put the baseboard down.
All my crap's hanging out. I need some good, cabinets to look hot and nice, and everything's organized because I got nice cars to put in here, and so there's a lot of line extensions you can do in that thing.
Well, honestly, like I think the garage is the new kind of entertainment space.
100%.
too.
Well, our
Yeah,
mutual
couldn't agree
buddy, he
more.
literally, his entire social life revolves around his garage.
Yeah.
Jason?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite an experience.
But he's not
He's not normal.
no.
I mean, none of us are ever allowed into his house.
He gets a lot
I've
of.
never been.
He gets mentioned a
I've
lot.
been in his
He
house
does?
twice. My wife's never been
Have
invited.
you met him? Well, you had him on
Yeah,
the,
he was on-
He was on the show.
He was our first guest.
No, you were the first guest, Cupcake.
Well, I've been on every episode.
Oh, you're
Well,
not a
that is
guest.
true.
It's
You're
how
on
my
the show. That's not a
Part of the
guest.
show. One time, our friend Sam actually spoke to a Democrat. Only one.
What? That's not true.
Wow.
Well, it's what you said. It's on the show. It's recorded.
When did I
on
say
there.
that? Is
On the
that?
very first show.
Well, you asked me some stuff I had no idea you were going to ask me that day.
Well, it was your admission.
Were you
both
untruthful?
spoke one time to a
No.
Democrat.
Okay, I was saying one time I spoke to a,
I sense
One time.
I sense a threat right here. By the way, is there a correlation violence and ginger?
Sure, I knew you were going to ask that.
I mean, they're a notoriously angry group.
I just got, I
They're
don't know.
usually just fighters. You know what I mean?
We're
Like,
fiery.
They're shooters.
They're not shooters.
Yeah.
They're just-
Active shooter situation.
No,
well, Sam's all about the fisticuffs.
Yeah.
So-
People call me the
So
fiery
do you have
ginger.
a plan beyond the networking and the word of mouth?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
social media? Is that
So I have a website
okay?
that's ready to go,
Okay.
and I
A
have
domain of your name.
I have a domain, and I
Yeah.
have people have set it up. It's just not activated yet.
Gotcha.
And I have a Facebook page that is
Mhm.
ready to go. But to be honest, and so I've been holding off on that only because
You're worried people are going to threaten you?
no,
Oh. I
I'm
just thought I'd ask.
I've been busy enough that
You don't need them. You can't. Do you have workers, employees?
I have a kid that helps me. Yeah.
Okay.
What I have to do is figure out with the police department, do I go full steam into this flooring
Mhm.
deal and just
Fade into
Every
retirement.
entrepreneur's
retirement.
issue
Right,
is how to
it's
scale.
how to
scale?
Right?
Exactly.
Source of capital and
Source-
timing.
Capital, timing, labor, jobs. Right.
100%. So word of mouth now is keeping me. I've got jobs lined up through the winter. So and winter's like kind
So
of
how many
slow
do you have in
time
the queue?
for this. I have probably 6 right now in the queue.
So not without getting into your business plan, is it a lucrative from the margin standpoint? So meaning if you do a job it's lucrative for you to do that, you could foresee this as a full-time employment.
Oh yeah.
Very
Wow,
good.
good for you.
Good for you.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest with you, my goal is to have some young employees that are doing
Sure.
kind of the hard
Right.
work.
You go out and estimate.
I go
Yeah.
estimate, get bids, and
I get it.
supervise, come by, I'll help put the base coat down or whatever, but that's kind of long-term plan. And I don't know how
Well,
far away that is.
I will say at 50, manual labor gets harder and harder.
Yes,
Matt
it
and I are
does.
both over 50.
Yeah.
So the
Well
older
over
you get,
50.
I knew Matt was, but I didn't think.
you didn't think I was. Did you?
Yeah,
No,
not by the way I act.
No,
No, that's for sure.
that's
So
that's for
I,
sure.
yeah. Good
But
plan.
I actually enjoy the labor part of it a little bit because it feels like you're getting a workout in.
Yeah.
I think it's strengthened my back because I'm up and down and up and down and on my knees scraping.
Manual
I
labor
kind
is
of
good for
enjoy
the
it.
soul.
It
Yeah,
is.
but
And
you're
you can
right.
see- you
Eventually,
can see
it's
you're
good for the
now
soul.
pushing-
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good for the soul,
eventually
but
the body
eventually your body will tell you that it's probably not.
The labor outlives the body.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that's why hopefully at some point I'll have some employees.
Yeah.
that
But I mean, you've got to know what's going on before you bring in employees and
Yeah.
trust them to do
So
it to your
when you
standards.
get that drain, French drain deal in that box and that collection, when you get that, when you're ready to go, call me. I will, because I'm ready. I'm
Let's
ready.
do it.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in. You want to be?
Make
You
it
want a
happen.
guinea pig? You want the first one?
Let's do
You
it. Yeah.
did 6530 South, 34th.
My wife teases me because I get
You're saying your
online.
wife's a tease.
Yeah, she is actually.
Oh God. Okay.
Uh,
We got more to discuss. How much more time do we have, Sam?
We're
We've
we're
been-
talking.
40 minutes in.
Oh,
40
we
minutes
got
in.
plenty of
where do
time.
we go?
Well, as long as you.
As long as you want.
We've gone from anywhere from 36 minutes to an hour 26.
It's
Wow.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, somewhere-
You're just getting warmed up. Hit it.
All right.
You're a lot more talkative, frankly, and fun when you have a few pops in you.
It's time to take the drink break that Matt always insists you guys take.
So, tell us about your, since this is the first time I met you, and Matt has an advantage because he knows you, your wife, your children, your upbringing from Lincoln. Tell us about that.
Yeah, from Lincoln, born and raised. From
Where'd you go to high school?
Lincoln Northeast.
Lincoln North. So you're a rocket.
Once a rocket, always a rocket. Once a night's never enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're Knights, right?
We're nice.
We prefer Condiggans.
Yeah.
You guys both went to Southeast?
Yeah.
We did.
I didn't know.
Southwest wasn't built, dude.
True.
Yeah.
So Southeast, Lincoln High.
So
Northeast.
how I know Matt is Matt's older brother and I were very good friends in high school. So Matt was
Oh, okay.
a little shaver back then.
What Sleggs was always great. Always loved it, and friends to this day.
Yeah, absolutely. This
That's
was we're talking 50 years ago.
Wow.
Or more.
And this is,
Or more.
what's your brother's?
Frosty.
Frosty.
You met Frosty?
You met Frosty.
I met him at
You met
the
him at the golf.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Frosty and I and a bunch of other hooligans
Ne'er-do-wells.
hung out together in high school, and we go out to Matt's because actually Pete invited us out because he lived on a lake, and there was lots of things to do on the lake and lots of things to observe and see.
And lots of lack of supervision.
Right.
And often Dad
Dad was
my
with,
dad
he was
was
right in
the-
there with
the
us.
middle
So
of things. Oh,
Marilyn
he was-
had a stink eye, but
to this
Is that
day.
is that your
mother.
mother?
Yeah, she's
Right.
93 and she's still got a
She's
stink eye.
she's been over here a couple times.
She
when I
has,
stop by.
yeah.
So-
Very-
so that's how I know
She gets
Matt.
around great.
She
Yeah.
gets around
It's
great.
through older brother Pete.
Okay.
So who's Frosty? Your brother?
Pete
That's his
and
nickname.
Frosty. Frosty's Pete.
Now
Frosty's-
we have to have Pete on.
We need
sometime.
Frosty on here.
Because
God, wouldn't that
I
be a deal?
actually
Frosty.
the name
is Pete.
Frosty.
Yes.
Same person.
My
The
older
name
brother's
Frosty,
name is Pete. His
I
nickname's
can't even
Frosty.
begin to tell you how he got that. I do know, but it's for another time. It's unique.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
That's for a different time.
It's for a
Yeah,
different
because I was wondering how he got.
Oh, we'll
I don't
tell
know
the story.
more about
And by the way, it's a story that has taken on a life.
It
of its
happened
own.
at 5727 The Knolls,
Just right around the corner.
right around the corner.
Is that the golf course or
No,
Yeah,
it was on the golf
backed
course.
up
It
to
was
the
a
golf
house
course.
on
It was
the
a house
golf course.
backed up to the golf course.
Another great
friend of ours.
Who
We
will
gotta
be a
have him
guest,
on here.
right?
Sport boy.
Yeah.
You met Shorty Chapin.
I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't forget it. We'll
So
make sure
again,
that- so we're back. All right.
So family grew up in Lincoln. Wife, do you have any children?
I do. I have three daughters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet your wife?
At a bar.
Which bar?
Iguanas. That was-
Iguanas.
That's a big
you know
deal
iguanas.
back
Wow, that was
then,
a
right? Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, met her there. Yeah, and
You know, an iguana is a reptile.
yeah, I do. Well, it was a lizard. There was iguanas, and then the other side was a lizard lounge.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we met.
Interesting.
Yeah. So almost 30 years ago.
So does your wife work outside the home?
She works in the home. She's in life insurance,
Okay.
and so she works remote for a company. And
Is she back office for an agency?
she
Does
she
she
worked
do
for
direct sales?
No, she's not. She's like in underwriting or
Okay.
HR or policy. Policy. She helps write policies for it's called Legal and General.
Okay.
Is the company she works for. So she worked for Allstate, Lincoln Benefit Life, used to be here,
Sure.
and then Allstate, and then
So she's
Allstate.
always been in that insurance industry.
She's been in that, yep. And then Allstate shut down her divisions. She got laid off, and then found this new job, and it's been great. She
So
loves it.
how old are your daughters?
The oldest is 25, Kaylee, and she's studying to be an anesthesiology assistant. So it's
Yeah, I
like
met
PA
her. She's a
and
good
scan.
gal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's in clinicals right now. She
Up
was
in
when
Omaha.
we're back from
Going
Florida.
to be available for Thanksgiving and
Yeah, she's gonna be here.
And
It's great
for Christmas as well,
for
right?
Christmas, and then she goes off to the Virgin Islands for
Ooh.
Well, that's a bad
For
deal.
clinicals?
Yeah.
For clinics?
Yeah.
Huh?
So
How'd she
guess-
get that gig?
I don't know, but my
You
wife
gonna go
already
visit her?
booked the trip.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
not, but
So how about daughter number 2?
Daughter number 2 is Briley. She is 22. She is she's graduating this week from DePaul University in Chicago.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, congratulations.
So she was a little athlete. She played soccer for University of Nebraska and then transferred to DePaul
Wow.
To play soccer?
to play soccer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah. So then she got her 7th or 8th concussion this year and had to have
You gotta,
so,
you gotta
yeah.
shut that down.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
Paul,
good.
that's an inner city. That's an inner
right
city.
in
It's
the
right
heart
down
of
the
the
heart of
school.
Chicago.
She
Right in the heart of
loves it.
downtown.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She loves it there.
What's she gonna do when she graduates?
She's trying to get into, and if you guys know anybody, she's trying to get into medical sales. That's really what she wants
So
to
does
do.
she want to do device or hardware, or what does she want to do?
So one of her coaches, her basketball coaches from years ago, he sells devices.
Devices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like defibrillators.
Sure.
And
We do know somebody that uses
We do.
defibrillators.
Yeah, we do.
do you?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sells them or uses them?
Use
Or
them.
has
Use
them?
them,
Little
he's a
Sheeny.
doctor.
Yeah.
So a lot of, so I know there's a ton of ex-athletes, which your daughter is, go to work for medical surgical
Device.
supplies companies like Stryker,
Medtronic.
Medtronics, because they target ex-athletes.
Athletes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because they know what it is to compete,
Mm-hmm.
they know what it is to win, and
They
sales
work
is-
hard.
Well,
they do
all
work hard.
athletes,
Yeah.
and those medical people work hard, but they're used to achievement. They're
Uh-huh.
used to recognition. They're used to winning. And if you're in sales, it's about winning. It's about recognition. It's about achievement. And if you put those three things in first, the money will come.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
did
makes
Pegler
sense.
go
Yeah.
after former athletes? Did Cisco?
We
go after-
didn't. We didn't. I always wanted to. I always, when I interviewed people, I wanted competitive people. So I thought athletes were, depending on
An
what level
obvious
they
choice.
played, were competitors.
Oh.
I want somebody who wants to compete.
Yeah.
So not that
That wants to
not
win.
that's exclusive to
Right,
athletes,
yeah.
but I think athletes, if they play at a high enough level, want to compete.
Then like her schedule, for the entire year, being an athlete and a
Time
student,
management.
Oh,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
from like 5 a.m. until 9 o'clock at night that she has either studies, practice, team meetings, and she did that for 5 years.
I believe
Wow.
if you're finance, if you're an attorney, if you're anything that you have to compete in, and if you're an
either get really good-
ex-athlete, especially at a college level, you have to learn to do all those things.
Yeah.
And I think that's so Stryker specifically goes after athletes.
Yeah.
Speaking of athletes, how's your golf game, Nate Hill?
It's frustrating. Yeah, it's fine. I think if I was a banker, it'd be a lot better, but I'm not.
I mean, clearly.
Clearly.
you know.
Speaking of time management or lack thereof, be a banker.
Well, their
Is that
time
what you're saying?
management is spent on their tea times.
Yes, that's my point.
That's their time management.
It's really tea time management.
Tea
It is
time
tea
management.
Yeah, I'm just jealous. I mean, as you know, I've got several best buddies. My golf group, they're all bankers, and they're on the course 2-3 days a week. But
Sure.
it is work. I get it. It's networking. It's client, building, but I'm
They still get
jealous.
upset because you outdrive them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about that. They're better than me. I'll give it to them. But they golf more than I do.
So third daughter,
Thank you. Yeah, Chase.
Chase.
Let's throw Chase in there. I don't want to forget her. She's my youngest. She's at the University of Nebraska, and she wants to get into anesthesiology as well.
Oh, okay.
She's
Wow.
following her sister. So yeah.
So none of them want to follow your path
Thank
through
goodness.
law enforcement.
No.
When you say
justice.
thank goodness.
Well,
is that
I
what you
just
said?
I shouldn't say that. It's been a great career. And I've never regretted it. And I'm thankful. I have to fill out a review every year. And every time I'm thankful for my job, the opportunities that it gave me. It is a great job. It's great. It's something different every day. The people are amazing. I love it. Do I want my daughters to go into
Sure.
it?
Yeah.
What's the downside of law enforcement?
Schedule. I mean, it's tough, your first 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you're going to be working third shift with Tuesday, Wednesday off. And then if you want to get promoted, then you go to the bottom of that seniority list. So it's all about seniority. So you might work your way up to like a Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday off. Well, if you want to get promoted to the next level, then you got to go all the way back down and work third shift again.
So
Oh,
my
boy.
my
Yeah.
perception is that you just described a lot of hard work, and a lot of hardship on your family, but the gratification. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I know a lot of people, like when you ask them how they got into law enforcement, it's because they wanted to
Carry a gun.
they wanted to help people and do
Right.
this and that, and that's absolutely
Serve
what
and
I wanted to
protect,
do. Serve and
right?
protect, But it was, to me, it was like my dad had friends that were police officers, and I thought they were super cool, and some of the TV shows and
Sure.
movies, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's kind of what I want to get into.
Well,
So on that topic,
yeah.
a lot of TV shows. I mean, some of the forensic stuff, like CSI, everybody loves those. Is that really what the life of a police officer is like?
Look, the CSI shows.
Well,
No.
So any police there's 1,000 police officer shows in our lifetime growing up.
No.
Any of them even close to being realistic?
close to being
Not really.
okay.
No.
Okay.
Not really.
So they're fantastical.
So we
They
have no
are.
idea
What it takes
unless
to be a
what it
police
takes to be a
officer.
police officer from what we think we know from a network or Netflix or
No.
Prime show.
Mm-mm. No, not at all.
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fair. Yeah. So I was on our crime scene unit for 18 years. I just retired for 17 years. I just retired in December. And so, the CSI shows, they,
Sure.
they get a fingerprint, they put it in here, and it pops up a hologram of the suspect, and then they go out and arrest him. And,
That doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
So there's not sperm samples everywhere?
not
So
Or
I-
DNA samples.
so I've
Sorry.
never- So Matt, have you been fingerprinted?
Yes, multiple times.
I have not.
Why not? I mean, you have, for example, I have concealed carry. You have to have
I do
All-
not have concealed carry.
all 10 digits
Right.
plus the palm.
So I am
Securities?
not in your system. I've never been
As far as you know.
You wouldn't, if you don't have a
record
a
or
record,
any
or
reason
you've never been booked, or the
Right.
FBI has never
Yeah.
fingerprinted
You may have left DNA someplace.
You might be.
That's
in the
another
system there.
episode.
That's, by the way, hit it, boys.
Let's hit it.
Drink break.
Cheers. Drink break.
That's done. You guys.
Sam, do you have any questions for Officer?
I do have a question.
Okay.
So you mentioned your neighbor or your dad's friend kind of was a police officer that kind of got you
Friends plural.
that got you thinking of being a police officer.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that you thought about doing when you were growing up?
Yeah, my dad ran a business. He was a machinist. And he had his own shop, and he ran that. So that was in the back of my mind. I'm not. I'm kind of a doer. Like, I like to work with my hands. I'm not. I went to college for a while, and sitting in a classroom just
Bored
wasn't my
you.
thing. It just did, yeah. And so, I firefighter. Don't tell the people that I work with that I thought about being a firefighter. But I thought about being a firefighter. Actually applied with the fire department years ago, and
So what changed your mind? You'd rather get shot at than fling yourself into fire.
The police department hired me.
Oh,
somehow.
well, there we go.
Yeah, that's what it
that
was.
made it easy.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
love that.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Hmm.
So they recruited you out of school. You said, I'm kind of done with this. And you started applying, and they're like, hey, well, we got a job for you, right?
Well, no, I did, between high school and some college, 2 or 3 years of college. I did some trade stuff. I worked construction, worked on the railroad. And honestly, I've, growing up in Lincoln and, some of the friends I had and some of the things we did, I was like, I'm not going to get hired in the police department. Nothing malicious, but, just like
Silly stuff.
silly
that
stuff.
Kids do.
Yeah, and so my wife encouraged me to pursue it. And I thought, well, I'll try. And back then, it was hard to get hired on the police department because there was a lot of applicants and not as many positions. It's a lot easier now. In fact, we're people after not 9/11, but after COVID and the protests, people were hesitant to
To
enter
apply.
this field, to apply.
So
For good
like
reason.
LPD might hire the ginger.
Yes.
Hey, there you go,
Yeah.
Sam. If accounting
You can get a
doesn't work
job.
out, there might be another option for you.
Yeah.
It's good to
Come on.
know.
We'll get you set up.
So you always wanted to be on the front lines, always firefighter, police officer.
Something, yeah, I guess kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It just
I mean, they all have
always
an element of
interested in
risk.
that. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, maybe. You know.
Risk taker.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So do you think that's modified with time and experience?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, there's things you do as a young police officer that you learn to use your mouth instead of your hands and your gun. You know what I mean? You learn how to talk your way in and out
Right.
of situations. Verbal
Yeah.
judo is what we call it.
Verbal. So have you ever had to pull your gun?
I have, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you had to discharge your gun?
No.
Good. In the course of duty.
In the course of duty.
Yeah.
No.
Good.
No.
That's good, right?
That's
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
means you,
I
that
would
means you
think
learned a
that's
pretty
good.
good lesson.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So the last two police chiefs have been female. Is that female officers? Is that a win? Is that a great thing? How's their leadership been? What's that been like?
Our chief right now is awesome.
Great.
She's really great.
I'm happy.
I mean, she's
She's a
smart.
veteran. She's a veteran of LPD.
Yeah, she hired on maybe 2 years before I did.
Okay.
So she's been on for
Wow, she's been around for a
7
while.
years. Yeah. And just a really pleasant person to
Good
interact with. I think she's a great leader.
Good.
And what I really think is amazing is her ability to communicate to the public. Like her public speaking skills are amazing. I mean, if you ever watch her on the news,
That's kind of a prerequisite to be somebody in that position, right?
it should.
Wouldn't you
be.
think so?
Yeah, it should be. I mean,
It's like being a head football coach. You got to be able to
know how to
communicate.
communicate.
Yeah.
Or a politician or whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think she's great at it.
Well, good. That's been. Has there been a contrast to the prior police chief?
It has.
Okay, I'm leading you. I'm leading you.
Wow,
I'm throwing something out here.
Yeah. It's different, and I think we really appreciate our leadership right
Well,
now.
good.
That's
Good.
great.
Yeah.
We're glad to hear that.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
How about so? How many police chiefs have you served under? 4?
5.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, Pashon.
Sean.
Brian Jackson was an interim
Oh,
police
yeah,
chief
Oh,
for
I
a while.
forgot about that. Wow.
And Jeff Blymeister,
Mhm.
Ewens, and Morrow.
Right.
So 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Been
what
there a
has
long
been?
time.
So how do the so I assume your accolades for our police chief are shared by your colleagues?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I think so. Here's the deal. Like, I mean, when you're a leader at any department, business, you sometimes have to do leadership things, right?
Right.
Like you have to.
Deliver unpleasant messages.
Right.
Yes.
And so there's always going to be people that don't like it
Right,
or that are
right,
upset
right.
with you.
They don't like the message.
They don't like the message.
And therefore they don't like the messenger.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think all in all, people are very satisfied.
So is LPD properly staffed?
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
How's morale? Better than the prior chief.
It's better than the prior chief.
Is it because you can't recruit, or you have trouble recruiting?
Well, we just
We have
recruited
a
the
trouble.
ginger.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
a police officer?
No, but he said if I wanted, or I could, I don't know,
We got
a different
yeah.
career path, I could
Yeah.
take it.
I think you'd be great.
You'd be great. White collar crime, forensic accounting.
There you go.
Be in there like a
You
Titan
then
South,
You can
Sam.
work there for 3 or 4 years and do white collar. Go up to the FBI and work white collar there.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have a new career path. Not as public accounting.
Tell you what, you could go to CID at IRS. You get to carry a gun. That's how they brought down Al Capone. It's
Right.
serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The RICO law.
Well, this is long before RICO.
Yeah,
It was
I know.
base
They
tax
got him on
evasion.
tax evasion.
I have another question. I don't know if you'll be able to answer it, but so I've worked at Wilderness Ridge Golf Course for 3 years this year. But like 2 years ago I was working there, and there was one afternoon there was a threat of a family of a house like on the course, and like I don't know who all was there, but like the police department is on the course, like under golf carts, like with guns out, looking at
Yeah.
the house. Do you remember that at all?
I know. What was it? It was a threat.
It was
Somebody at the house
someone
was
that
making
threatened his
threats?
wife and family.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Whoa.
So the domestic
Domestic threat.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean,
So what's your question? Does he remember?
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Was
if
he
he.
there?
Yeah, my
I don't.
question was if he remembers it.
Yeah, I don't remember it. Yeah,
But yeah,
No.
I don't know. It was interesting,
You
but
were in full tactical crawling through a sand trap.
No, so I do domestic type situations, but it's more like targeted, like planned violence. Like,
Oh.
you think of like Columbine and think of
Yeah.
like school, and I do work some domestic types. I work stalking cases and things like that. But yeah, that was probably something that was unfolding at the time, and so they had
True.
probably the SWAT team out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always been curious about the hierarchy of police forces that differ from city to city, from sheriff to sheriff. So tell me the hierarchy. You have the police chief and you have captains, and how does it go, and where do you fit in that?
Well, so we have, where do I fit?
Yeah.
And so here's the top, and then
Yeah.
this is Emil.
I didn't mean you, but I mean,
Way to go, Slay.
Tell me how this.
Talk into the
Tell
microphone,
me how
Slay.
this hierarchy works with all the sergeants and,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Well, we have the chief, we have 3 assistant chiefs, and we have
So what are they in charge of, those 3?
one's in charge of operations, one's in charge of like the civilian staff.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
the third is in charge of something else.
Is there more civilian staff than there are police officers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Then it goes down to captains.
Yep.
And then we now have lieutenants. We didn't have those for the first 20 years that I was on the department.
Wow,
But we have lieutenants, and that came from Chief Ewens, who came from San Francisco,
Okay.
and she wanted to implement lieutenants.
So
now we have
another
lieutenants.
layer of management.
Another layer of management.
So
Is
you
that
kept
is that good or bad?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it worked. It was fine the way.
So you've kept it.
we kept it, yeah. So
Okay.
it's
It's hard.
it's
to
hard once
unwind
you
bureaucracy.
once you promote these people to lieutenant, then what do you do to bring them back to the old
Tough conversation.
Fire 'em.
Leadership.
Demote them or fire them. I mean, that's easy.
or promote them
Well, there's that.
If they're worthy.
if they're worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're
So,
then
it works out. We
After
have
lieutenants, then there
and
is
sergeants.
okay.
Yeah, and then officers, investigators.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
How many people totally are in the LPD?
oh my gosh, 350.
Wow. So
Like sworn
it's 1/10
staff.
of 1% of the Lincoln's population.
How much?
We're short.
How
Wow.
understaffed is LPD?
We're getting better.
Okay.
And I don't know the numbers to be
Okay.
honest with you, but I know we're understaffed. And you asked me earlier what's one of the challenges of being a police officer. Another challenge is the understaffing and fatigue,
Mhm.
and people getting
Burned out.
burned out, and
Mhm.
and not being able to, because we're short staffed, being able to take a vacation day or to
Sure.
take time off to be with their family. It's better. It is getting better, and I'm blessed. I have a good position where I'm able to take time off.
What
But
is
these
the
street
number one
officers are-
thing in Lincoln, Nebraska that is your biggest concern from a law enforcement standpoint?
It's a good question.
Good question.
For us
Take your
as
time.
citizens,
Have a drink.
as us as
Take your time.
citizens,
Think about your here. Let me help
us
you with
as
that.
citizens, as husbands, wives,
Yeah.
fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, what is
Yeah,
our
no,
what
that's
what is
really hard.
your biggest concern for us, the people you protect?
Lincoln's a safe community.
Okay.
I don't think there's really one thing that sticks out that, are there certain places you shouldn't walk
Mm-hmm.
at night by yourself? But there's not really that one neighborhood where it's like so crime ridden.
Right.
And so we have pockets and we have places that you probably shouldn't go. I can't say that there's one thing that I would say.
Good. That's a good thing.
That's a
right?
good
Careful about. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
can't.
So let's switch gears. Are you a bourbon or a Scotch guy?
Clearly a Scotch.
I like Scotch.
Well, Matt,
I like bourbon.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
God, you looked that up.
I'm
Well,
a
I did.
Modelo guy.
I don't. Do you want me to give you my ice cubes?
I think Matt always wins the drinking race.
He's
Well,
the winner
yeah,
of the
but
game
this
of
was like-
life. Why do I even have to
You
say
had a
that?
little tiny
That was not true.
He might short shot it himself.
Oh, please, child. Do you want my ice cubes?
Mine melted quickly.
All right, I have another question.
Here, we've got something left.
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right, so my question is, what else do you like to do outside of work? Like to
But
golf? You like
I
to?
love golfing.
Are you
If I
a?
could golf every day, I
Yeah.
would do it every day. The
What do you love
problem
about
is,
golf?
oh, I love being outdoors.
Mhm.
I love the actual game and the challenge
Mhm.
of, you're
You like
never-
talking smack with the
I
guys.
love being with my friends on the golf course. Like,
It's
I
fun.
love
And
it.
talking smack.
A little bit of smack, but I usually get beat.
No, you don't. You
Do you
been
bet?
throw-
Do you bet? Do you wager on yourself?
No, I do not bet on myself. I would lose that bet.
What if you're on a
no,
team?
No. I mean, on a golf course, I mean, will you take a bet? So you're a 5 handicap and I'm a 7
do.
handicap, and you got to give me 2 strokes, and we're gonna play golf.
We're gonna play golf. Yeah,
We're gonna bet on you beating me
Well,
or
it
me
depends
beating
on
you.
how much we're betting for. I mean, it's
Well, I'm not stupid. I don't have Matt Maud money.
Oh, for God's sake. If I had your money, I'd burn mine.
we always
A friendly
this
bet.
group that we have
Yeah.
that we golf with. We always have
I never
some
did
type
mine.
of. You're a liar. You do too. I
Once
golf
in a
with
blue
you.
moon.
Almost,
It's only
It was
when
rough.
they need a pigeon
but we
to
always
get
bet.
plucked.
So you always
Look,
bet. What do you bet? What's the
And
amount
we
you
play
bet?
game, we play captain, we play different
Sure.
games. It's usually but here's what's funny. At the end,
Yeah.
and we're tallying it up the whole time.
Right.
Like who owes who, and then at the end, nobody ever pays.
So no one pays.
Ever.
Really?
Never been paid.
They don't hold
Never-
up?
The
Nobody
loser,
does.
buys around.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Like,
we have to pay the man.
yeah.
Did,
Wait,
did you ever play Kick 'em while they're down? Remember that card game?
Oh, that was a fun game.
That's a great game.
Yeah. That was
Sledge-
a really cool
that's a
game.
great game.
Yeah.
We're going to do that with Sweeney in Mexico.
Okay.
That'll get right into
It's
his
actually
kitchen.
a really fun game.
It's
It
a
was
fun game.
at first I was like, I don't know, it's a lot, but it's whoever has a card at the end. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So golf is great from the standpoint of exactly what you just said. In my opinion, is you're outdoors. If you're outdoor centric, you love being outdoors instead of indoors.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're competitive.
Mhm.
Number 3, you're with your friends. And number 4, if you get to a certain stage in life, you don't have to golf with people you don't like with. You don't like,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So
Did
if
you
you were
say
in business,
you don't have to golf with people you don't golf with?
like
Like with. Why
with.
did we add with? Like with.
You
What?
you
Like with.
bourbon.
Oh, you aren't drinking enough of it.
Yeah, this is your fault.
So people you do not like, people you like to spend time with.
Right.
That's the reason we play golf.
100%. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
It's really
So
fun.
will you venture yourself out and like if Matt and I invited you to play golf? Will you golf with us?
Absolutely. Problem is, I'm working 2 jobs and I'm working this,
Oh,
so
for
as much as
God's
I love to golf,
So isn't there a
I don't have
weather?
time for it
Isn't there a
anymore.
weather constraint on the surface shield? I mean, it's got to be a certain temperature or above for you to be able to put it down, have it adhere, have the chemicals work properly.
It's
So,
like I can't do your patio in the wintertime.
Do you do
But I can do
patios?
I do
Okay.
patios.
oh,
Yeah. You know anybody that has a patio? Oh,
No, I have stamped concrete and I don't want to cover it up with
no,
epoxy.
you wouldn't want to do that.
well, we have Sheeny.
Yeah.
He needs his patio.
He needs
He needs a full
we need a
frontal
whole
lobotomy.
we need a
We
whole
need a
show
whole
on
episode
what he
on what
needs.
he needs.
You guys
Then
give
my-
him a tough time. Poor guy.
Have you ever met
Have
him?
you met Sweeney?
Wait, I was thinking
Steve?
Jay. I was thinking Peters.
Stevie.
Martin?
Yeah.
This is a different guy.
We had Stevie over for dinner the other night, and he acted like he'd never seen food before. He inhaled 3 big bowls of chicken noodle soup.
That's better
He's
than
such
not
a skinny
eating.
guy. Where's he put all that food? I don't
Well,
know what he does.
that was the first time he ate in a week. He's worried about his weight.
That's
He
better
wants to
than
be
not. It's better than not eating the food. And then
He
it's prepared for
seriously
you.
inhaled 3 big bowls of chicken noodle soup, homemade chicken noodle soup.
Wow. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I
Yeah.
appreciate the invite. I had to turn it down.
I
I just got into
understand.
town.
My wife worked all day and made a couple big pots of
Oh,
soup, and I
God.
wanted to share it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Did she make homemade bread?
She did.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, hot butter on the hot bread. Oh boy.
Oh,
Pretty
boy,
good.
boy,
Matt.
boy, boy.
Boy.
So what else do you like to do? Are you a Nebraska sports fan?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. With my daughter playing
Yeah.
Nebraska. But I've always been a huge football fan. But
All right. So, do you think Dylan Raiola is leaving because we just saw his younger brother
I saw
decommitted
that
today?
today.
I think he's
saw
gone.
that.
He's going someplace else.
I feel like
So
I feel like
I don't
that's the
know.
case.
what do you think?
He's gone.
You sent us the blurb.
You sent us the blurb.
I know I sent you guys that. I don't know.
He's Gandhi.
I don't know. Well,
It's been one game for shit's sake. Compete.
I don't think
Get in there
Dayton's.
and
He broke his fibula.
No.
Which, by the
I'm
way, is a
just saying-
sidebar.
If there's a spring football is the time to earn your position.
I agree.
Right.
And
And he did.
he did.
Right. I mean,
No,
you're-
he got it anointed to him. I'm sorry. He did not earn his position. That was.
He's good. I mean, Dylan
I'm
Riley's
not
really
saying
good.
he's not good, but
Yeah,
now
But you can't
this is
have
the
4
first
seconds in
time
the Big Ten to sit there and decide where
I
you're gonna
believe
throw.
that
And then
he
eat his
if
lunch.
I believe that if spring comes around and he's fully healed and capable of going full speed, that there is an open position and they have to be graded. I mean, they grade their footwork, their timing, their everything, right? That's what coaches do. So if he wants to compete, he'd have to earn his position here. Because I believe that the young man we have playing quarterback now is probably gonna, want to compete as well. He wants to compete to earn that position.
So
I love the dual threat quarterback. I'm just saying it now.
I don't disagree with you, but Dylan
Yeah.
Raiola deserves to compete for that position, not be
Why not?
anointed. To
I say
compete.
he deserves to compete. I'm all about it. No anointment.
What do you think?
Come on, Sam.
I think that Dayton I think he left because he's just not going to play. We have Dylan or TJ Lateef is better than Dayton, and then you have Trey Taylor coming in, who's also going to be better than Dayton Riley. Like he's not really.
Now, why do you know he's better? You ever seen this kid
Wow.
play?
No,
I've.
Sam is making some.
Why do you think he's better? We might have
Well,
the next John Elway.
no, I don't think Dayton's. I've heard. I haven't watched him, but I've heard that he's
Wait a
not.
minute,
He's
you've
way.
heard- you haven't put your eyeballs on him?
I have not gone to
Are
Georgia to
are
watch
you
him.
a talent evaluator? I mean, for shit's sake.
From everything
You
I've
can't
heard,
tell me he's not better. 'Cause you don't know.
Sam.
from
This is
everything,
hearsay.
from
It's
everything
invisible
I've
in
heard,
court, unless you have an exception.
So who have you heard from? Other high-level football coaches or
sports analysts, I'd say. I guess
Oh,
I don't know.
who?
Radios.
Who?
I was listening to 93.7
Oh,
this
sports
morning.
analysts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I put a lot of stock in that.
Steve Sipple,
Oh yeah,
93.7.
he hasn't had a jock on since 1978.
Jeez.
What's Jay Foreman say?
Yeah, what does Jay Foreman
Yeah,
say?
I wanted somebody who knows
Yeah.
football to
Yeah.
give me, not a
Steve.
sports writer.
Well, I mean, he talks football. He writes about it. He is in the meetings. You don't think Steve Sipple knows football? He knows a lot more than we do.
Well,
Sam.
he possibly does, but
But has he ever played?
that's
Yeah.
No, Stipple. He hasn't played
He
that.
might have played
Exactly my
high school
point.
football.
I mean, I don't know for sure. But I don't know. From what I've heard, I don't think that Dayton is going to be as good as those other guys that we have coming
So
in.
why did we offer him a scholarship?
What?
Why did we offer him a scholarship? And why
Oh,
were we
this is
potentially
conspiracy
going to
theory.
sell-
It's because
Why
we
were
have.
we potentially going to spend millions of dollars on him for NIL money if,
I don't know.
in your opinion, with your experts,
Including
that he
Steve
can't
Sipple
play.
and his old jock.
right?
I don't know what other offers he even had. I don't think
So
they're very
again, why
big
would
schools.
we burn, $100,000 of the university's hard-earned money and potential NIL money on somebody who can't play?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, yeah,
he
you
may
do.
be able to play. He just may not be able to play at the
At the
competitive
level.
level.
Yeah, I just
that's
don't think
required
he's-
of him.
His other offers were Appalachian State and Charlotte.
Really?
So I mean,
Appalachian State.
Their
does that
claim to
shit?
fame
That's
is
a
they had
JUCO, isn't it?
No.
One of their coaches was an ex-UNL assistant named Jerry Moore, and they beat Michigan about 15 years ago in an upset of the decades.
Appalachian State?
Yes, they did.
Hmm.
I'm a sports savant.
Yeah, no, I believe you. It sounds familiar.
So you say I don't know anything about football.
I didn't say
Who's
what.
your go-
You did say he knows. Simple knows more than me.
I say he knows more than us. I mean, I think that's true.
Why did the ice cubes in your drink melt, Slags? I mean, all of your
Because
savantism. You're not drinking. That's part of the deal of God Bless America. Yeah.
So
Get it?
Yeah.
That's what we promote here.
Among other unsavory things. What's your point?
About what?
I'm just thinking out loud that why he decommitted.
I don't know.
He knows he's not going to play as much as he wants to because
Is he a senior this year, Sam?
Senior in high school.
Senior in high school, right?
Here's another thing. Matt Rule went to Georgia like a week ago to meet with him at his house.
You know, there's
Okay.
a song
So I
that's
assume-
down to Georgia. Is that
True.
what you're saying? You
Glad
guys
it's
start
not in the
rolling
pit.
up?
Well, that probably
Those Charlie
tells you
Daniels.
Rule probably told him something if it was that recent ago. I don't know.
Oh,
Who knows? Maybe he told him, like, I don't know. I don't know if maybe he
Sam,
told
you
him
were a font of inside information.
I was listening to the radio today. Steve Sipple told me that.
Oh, God. through a jockstrap filter. Let's switch gears. How about the Huskers? The volleyball team, unbelievable.
Yeah. They lost a set last.
So-
Say they finally gave up a set after
so
2
do you
months.
know that they have had, again, Steve Sipple told me this, so it's got to be true.
Well, God,
So, no, I'm kidding.
that's gospel, baby.
And I don't know Steve, but I'm sure he's a nice man. I used to read his column religiously when he worked for.
Journal
The
Star.
Journal Star.
So the UNL women's team have set records attendance in opponents' gyms
Oh,
9
yeah.
times this year.
Yes,
I saw that.
That's
It's amazing.
unbelievable.
it's unbelievable.
That is
Meaning
crazy.
they're like rock star status,
They are.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Rebecca Alec was a guest on here, and I loved her comment. We're legit. We sold out a 92,000 seat venue.
Yeah.
And
But
I'll
they
tell you
go
what,
to-
they could do it every year, and Nebraska would sell that. They would sell out Memorial Stadium
But
to watch
they go
our
to
Huskers
other
volleyball team
other
play.
volleyball teams venues that get 1,000 or 15 or 2,000, and they fill the place.
Mhm.
That's amazing because that's a team of record. That's a team of people.
Stature.
It's like rock stars. It's like the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's like the Rolling Stones. It's like any people flood to see that team.
Well, and
That's
Nebraska
amazing.
travels to follow them. I mean,
They
it's no
do.
different than what the
Absolutely.
football team. Nebraska
Right.
always travels for its team.
So why is it about Nebraska culture that we follow our sports teams so feverishly?
Because we love them.
What do you think, Nate?
Yeah, you're strange.
Well, you know, I think that
Your daughter
there's.
was an athlete at UNL.
She was an athlete, but I mean, you look at my brother lives in Pasadena. He lives in California,
Oh.
and if you look at sporting events in California, they're
There's
so
zillions.
saturated with
Right.
so many teams. Like, who do you pick? You pick the, and Nebraska has one team. I mean,
True.
Creighton, I guess, if you want to follow
Basketball.
basketball.
Creighton has a great following.
Yeah, Creighton has a great following, but Nebraska has the one team that
Yeah.
we can all gravitate and wear red and high five
Yeah,
and
yeah.
tailgate and have a good time and support.
You go to football games?
I do.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I have never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like it's our
true.
one
It's
team.
what we have.
Yeah,
it's
that's
what puts Nebraska on the map. Otherwise, we want to be below the radar.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's
Did you
true.
guys go to the game in Kansas City?
I did.
The first game?
yeah.
I mean, traffic on
Oh,
my
29.
gosh.
You went
6 hours.
It was
6
nuts.
hours.
Yeah. I mean,
That
it
was
a line
terrible.
from
Did you go?
Kansas City to-
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was
I mean,
awful.
It was fun, but
One of the worst experiences of my life. I was in a bus, Greyhound bus, trying to get down there.
that's even worse.
I've flown you down.
Did you go, Nate?
Take 40
I
minutes.
did.
You did?
Yeah. We left early enough, though.
6 a.m.
We left pretty early. I think we left at 8. or
Who'd you go
so.
with?
Oh wow.
Bell and
Nate the Great?
yeah, no, Aaron Bell,
Yeah.
Yankee and Peters and
Did Nate go?
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
I call him Nate the Great.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought
He
you were talking about
prefers
me.
that.
No.
Oh, he
prefers
does.
You too.
I thought it was Doctor Nate the Great.
Well,
This is either
there's
way.
that. Only when he's appearing on the ads for the Holdridge Hospital.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
Well, he's a good looking man.
he
Well,
is.
yes, he
He
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's a man of
The
stature
face
in the
of,
medical community.
yeah.
He is.
Hmm.
We were, so I will tell you, I was just up in Sioux Falls this past weekend for Huskers playing Oklahoma.
That was a really, really good game.
It was an incredible game. And I will say this, kudos to Coach Hoiberg. Those kids played with grit, with integrity, and with character. They were down, I think, 14 points.
16.
Rallied
16.
16. And they rallied back and they won it. Kudos to those players. I mean, that was down.
How was the
gut.
gym? Was it electric?
It was. It's 3,500, I think, maybe
Yeah.
4,000
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
It's very intimate. I couldn't have had more fun. And
Yeah.
I'm not a guy that likes
No,
basketball.
you're not. I was thinking about you this weekend. You don't like basketball.
I don't.
Yeah, why
And I'll tell
not?
you,
It was fun, wasn't it?
It was a great time. I loved
I'd
it.
been up to that venue watching the Huskers play. We played Oklahoma
Pentagon.
State probably 6-7 years ago, and it was one of the funner weekends I had.
Oh my gosh. Sioux Falls is a great town.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Did you
predominant.
find some good restaurants, Matt?
We did. I'll tell you what, Sioux Falls, absolutely great for foodies, and it just reinforces Lincoln as a goddamn desert.
Yeah, it is a culinary desert.
It's a culinary desert. Well, boys,
Yeah.
Nate,
That's
thanks
fun.
for being here.
Yeah,
This was really
absolutely.
great. Now,
Have a good
was it
time.
as bad as
Are
you
you
were?
are you relaxed? Did you feel good?
You finally
Good.
relaxed.
Yeah, I think I finally quit sweating.
No, you still
No,
got
you
a
still
lot.
have a little perspiration.
But I mean, it might be the lights. Nobody
I
else
think
is
so.
sweating, but it might be the lights.
No, it was fun.
I don't see any
enjoyed
sweat.
it. Thanks for
So you're going to
having
come
me.
back.
Sure. I'll come
Oh, I
back.
love it. Can't wait.
I'll come back.
So Sam, we've got
Sam
some.
will have me.
Well,
Heck yeah.
I'll tell you what. That's
Oh,
tough.
my.
Tough sled.
All right. Well, if you guys liked our video and you like following us, give us a subscribe and follow us on all our social media pages. We really appreciate it. All the likes and subscribes, it all helps.
And you were going to put up a website eventually, weren't you?
Yeah, we're getting that up.
Well,
If you let
okay.
me.
I've been hearing
What
that.
do you mean if you let me?
The website's ready. We just got to
When
publish
Carter
it.
has
Put it up there,
pills.
Roy.
Hey, do you remember when Carter has pills?
I do. It's like,
When Carter has pills, when's that going to
and
happen?
apparently we've been waiting since Hector was a pup to get it up there.
We're going to get it up. We'll get it up this week.
Right.
Oh, okay, you heard it here. We're going to get it up this week.
So look out for our website. We'll mention it next video. But
Hubba.
Hubba hubba.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
thank
you,
Thanks for
guys.
being here.
thank
Cheers.
you.